Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chemistry is Fun. Today we will study solid state of class 12. In that we will study about the close packed structures. Now we know that in the solids the constituent particles are very closely packed together. So there is very minimum vacant space available. Now if we consider the constituent particles as hard spheres which are identical, and then we can build up the three-dimensional structure. For that we require three steps. So what we are considering, the constituent particles are hard spheres. So first of all we have to do close packing in one dimension. We are going with the close packing in one dimension. When we arrange the constituent particles in a row, we find that they touch each other. We can see here, these are the constituent particles, they are touching each other. And each sphere is in contact with two of its neighbors. You see this one on both the sides, two constituent particles are there. For every sphere, this is the condition. Now, the number of nearest neighbors of a particle means on the all the sides, if you consider for a particle how many neighbors are there, that is known as the coordination number for that particle. Here you see every particle is in contact with two of its neighbors. So here the coordination number is 2. Next we see close packing in two dimensions. So in one dimension we have generated the close packing. Now we have to do it in two dimensions. So once we have made the one dimension structure, we can place rows of close packed spheres. Now when we do the placing of the rows of closed packed spheres, we can do it in two ways. First one, what we can do, the second row can be placed in contact with the first one in such a way that the spheres of the second row exactly are above that of the first row. That is, there is horizontal and vertical alignment. The spheres of the two rows are aligned horizontally as well as vertically. We will call it as AAA type arrangement. We can see in this figure AAA type arrangement. The centers, when we join the centers of four immediate neighboring spheres, we get a square. By joining the centers of four neighboring spheres, we get a square. So it is called as square close packing. Square close packing in two dimensions. Here you see, these are four neighbors. Four immediate neighbors of this central sphere. So if we join them, you can get a square. So what it is known as? It is known as square close packing in two dimensions. So this is AAA type. In this you see there is perfect alignment. That is, all the spheres you see one after the other, they are arranged one top of the other. So the spheres of the second row are exactly above those of the first row, as you can see here. You can see this arrangement. First row just above the other row. There is another possibility as well. The second row may be placed above the first one in a staggered manner. That is, the spheres are not, one sphere is not above the other sphere. For the second row, the spheres are fitting in the depressions of the first row. In the first row there will be a sphere, then there will be a depression, then there will be a sphere. Now the spheres of the second row fit in the depressions of the first row. So this type of arrangement of spheres in first and second row can be termed A and B type. And the third row spheres align with that of the first row. So it is AB type. So this is the first and the third. You see, first and third will be of the same one. Alignment will be same. And the B, that is the second row spheres, fit in the depressions of the first row. In this, each sphere will be in contact with 6 of its neighbors. And when we join the centers of these 6 spheres, we find that they are at the corners of a regular hexagon. We get a hexagon. So this is known as two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. Two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. You see here. You can find a hexagon here. We can see a red colored hexagon after joining the centers of the 6 spheres, which are the neighboring spheres of this central sphere. Next, 3 dimensions. 2 dimension we have got close packing in 3 dimensions. Now we know that whatever real structure we see around us are 3 dimensional. So we have to arrive at 3 dimensional structure. This 3 dimensional close packing can be done from 2 dimensional square close packed layers. So one layer we have got, just now we have seen, and if that is square close packed. So when we place the second square close packed layer, we find that the spheres of the upper layer are exactly above those of the first layer, as we can see here. You can see this is one layer. Just above it, it is fitting. See, this sphere is just above this sphere. So we get this type of structure. So here what is happening? The spheres of the upper layer are exactly above those of the first layer. So we get this type of structure. Another structure we can get, that is 3-dimensional close packing from 2-dimensional hexagonal close packed. Hexagonal close packed structures. So here what we can do, we have to place the second layer above the first. So it can be done in such a way that spheres of the second layer are placed in the depressions of the first layer. So all the triangular voids will be there, no? For the first layer, all the triangular voids. Not all the triangular voids of the first layer are covered by spheres of second layer. So when there is a sphere of second layer above the void of the first layer, we get a tetrahedral void. When a sphere of the second layer is above the void of the first layer, we get a tetrahedral void. You can see here wherever T is written, it is a tetrahedral void. So over the void of the first layer, there is a sphere. Sphere of the second layer is above the void of the first layer. We get a tetrahedral void, which is written in this diagram as T. It may also happen that the triangular voids of the second layer are above the triangular voids of the first layer. Means void and void are matching. But you see wherever O is written, where is O is mentioned, the voids, the shapes are not matching. In some cases the pointed end is down. In the other case the pointed end may be up. You can see in this area I am showing. This is the pointed end, here this is the pointed end. So in this we get octahedral voids. The shapes of these voids are not overlapping. The shapes of these do not overlap. The voids are one above the other, but the triangular shapes of these do not overlap. These voids are surrounded by 6 spheres and we call them as octahedral voids. Total 6 spheres will surround them. They are known as octahedral voids. Now we have to place the third layer over the second layer. So if we cover tetrahedral voids by placing third layer over the second layer, so there are tetrahedral voids of the second layer. When they are covered by spheres of the third layer, we find that the spheres of the third layer are aligned with that of the first layer. You can see if this is taken as the first layer, then the alignment of the third layer is that with the first layer. You can see in this figure. So this pattern of spheres is repeated. This is AB pattern, alternate layers. The pattern of the spheres is repeated in alternate layers. This is as AB pattern. This structure is called hexagonal close packed structure. Hexagonal close packed structure, example is zinc. So I hope that you all could understand the topic which I discussed today, because diagrams are also given side by side. Thanks for watching.